Oh, hey, thanks for coming. Got some space here for you and your things. So just get comfy and cozy. And I thought I'd play some more Tears of the Kingdom. So let's get started. Alright, so we left off with talking to everyone on top side of Lookout Landing after finding Zelda on the way up to Hyrule Castle and getting beamed out. And so, yeah, now we'll talk to everyone inside the shelter. Explore that well, get that first tower, go from there. Wild horses. If you see a wild horse and you'd like to ride, crouch down so you can approach it quietly from behind. Take heed though, if the horse notices you while you're directly behind it, it'll kick you in the face. Pretty sure that's what it said. Hello. Monty. Link. Welcome. Call me Monty. You'll find me employed as the gatekeeper of this fine establishment. This is the emergency shelter, where all are welcome. Please, stay as long as you like. Emergency shelter? Indeed. This place was originally used by the royal family as a safe haven in times of need. It's quite old, so we've been fixing it up as we go, you see. At this point, we've stockpiled some supplies, and I find it to be downright cozy. And what are you doing here? I, Monty, have been tasked with the illustrious duty of watching the entrance of this renowned emergency shelter. My tasks involve taking orders from my superiors regarding when to open or shut the entryway. A noble task indeed. Watch your footing when using the ladder. If only one could go straight through the ceiling rather than using a tiresome ladder. Huh. But I digress. Funny you say that. I'll try to keep that in mind. Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows what? Nope. Not going near chasms anymore. It says napping. Nasty gloom. It's everywhere. Making everyone sick. Making me sick. Glad I ate that yellow plant stuff from the gloom specialist. Any more gloom, and I'd be canoeing down Old Death River. Working my tail off for Josha. Kid runs circles around Purra and Robbie. She loves research. Me? I'm sick to death of chasm research. At least I'm starting to feel better. But I think I'll lie low. And keep lying here. Yeah, make sure you recover. Link, right? Dion. You really are that Link guy, aren't you? I heard folks talking about you, and your face matches the one on the poster. Poster? Oh, sorry. You wanted a bed, yeah? You can go ahead and take whatever empty bed you like. Napping, sleeping, talking... Nappin's sleep talking is particularly audible here, so you probably want a bed a little farther from him. His physical condition has been deteriorating ever since he investigated one of the chasms. That's despite how long he's been back, which has been quite a while. He still hasn't made much of a recovery. The chasms? The upheaval created massive openings across the land known as chasms. In fact, there's one nearby just beneath Hyrule Castle and another to the south of Lookout Landing. But if you go plumbing those depths, you'll come across plenty of gloom. You touch the stuff, and your health will take a turn for the worse. Anyway, there's a young girl named Josha who's been heading up the investigations into the chasms. Despite her age, she's been leading the charge. Pretty remarkable, if you ask me. Yeah? I already spoke to Greylands.
Oh.
Good morning, and thank you for your hard work, Link. I appreciate you taking the time to visit the Monster Control HQ. Recently, Purah asked that we suspend our involvement in the search for Princess Zelda. So we've resumed our primary mission to hunt down the monsters that have been running rampant since the upheaval. All 3 squads are out on expeditions at the moment. They've been sharing updates with us, though. Squads on expeditions, huh?
Oh.
Hawes' squad, Torrens' squad, and Flaxel's squad of the Monster Control crew are taking down monsters all across Hyrule. Hawes' squad? Hawes' squad is hunting monsters in Hyrule Field, to the south of Lookout Landing. If you see them there, do me a favor and help them out, please. Want to know the whereabouts of any other squads? What about Torrens' squad? So Hawes is south of here in Hyrule Field.
Oh.
Torrens' squad is on the north side of Death Mountain in Eldin. Okay. They're heading for a cave discovered at Lake Darman, which used to be a lava lake but has since stopped flowing. They're taking out the monsters nesting in the cave, so if you see them there, do me a favor and help them out, please. And what about Flaxel's squad? The one that just left. Yeah, for Faron. Flaxel's squad is hunting monsters in Faron to the south. They're aiming to subdue the pirate ship on the Manode River to the south of Lake Hylia, which is west of Highland Stable. If you see them there, do me a favor and help them out, please. Never mind. All the tools we might have used in battle are decayed and useless now. Despite that, we're all doing what we can. If you ever run into anyone from the Monster Control crew during your travels, I'd appreciate you lending a hand. Yeah. Of course. So, Hyrule Field, north of Death Mountain by Darman Lake, and in the Minot River in the Faron region. Alright. Oh, it's you, Link. Pardon me for being lost in my work here. This map tends to get all my attention. Are you interested in the different peoples of Hyrule and where they live? That's my entire field of study. When I'm out on deployment with the Monster Control crew, I spend hours poring over our maps. As such, I'm the most knowledgeable in Lookout Landing about Hyrule's various peoples and their towns and villages. Its various peoples, such as the Rito, the Gorons, the Gerudo, and the Zora. Aside from us Hylians, there are 4 other peoples here in Hyrule. The Rito, the Gorons, the Zora, and the Gerudo. Each live in a different area and have their own unique traits, whether it's soaring the sky or feasting on rocks. We Hylians also live in villages that reflect our unique cultures. The Sheikah are renowned for their wisdom. In fact, our most prolific researchers are among them. The leader of Lookout Landing, Purah, is from the Sheikah tribe. Towns and villages. Hyrule has 8 major places that its various peoples call home. Ah, yes, this is what I wanted. Markings. Lookout Landing is located here in central Hyrule. Up northwest of here, there's Rito Village in Hebra. Then there's Gerudo Town. That's located to the southwest in the Gerudo region. You'll find Goron City to the northeast in Eldin. Travel a bit farther east and you'll come across Terry Town in Akala. Nice. Recognition for Terry Town. Not too far from there is Zora's Domain. That's within the Lanayru region. Continuing into southeast Hyrule, you'll come across a cluster of Hylian villages. These are within an area called Nakluda. Right. Within that cluster, you'll find Kakariko Village, where the Sheikah live. I hear the village leader is quite lovely. I'm looking forward to going to the Sheikah village now of Kakariko. Because I have thoughts of who that might be referring to. If you're seeking a tranquil spot, Hateno Village is worth a visit. I also hear it's become Hyrule's center of fashion. Finally, there's Lurelin Village. It's a wonderful getaway destination. Many of the aforementioned towns and villages have been deeply affected by the upheaval. If removing even a fraction of the monsters helps soothe the peoples of Hyrule, then that's what we'll do. Our monster control crew is on patrol each day, gathering information from everyone, everywhere. Then what about you? I work in the monster control crew. We're tasked with protecting everyone from monsters. There's been an uptick in their populations since the upheaval, but I'm not really the most skilled in combat. So instead, I use my knowledge of the areas to help determine where we should make deployments. Good to know, Atmos. There's been an increase in the number of unfamiliar monsters since the upheaval as well. Be careful out there. Hey.
Oh.
Kossi. Oh, hey. Is that you, Link? I've been nose down, so I don't know what's happening around me half the time. This is pretty involved, so I'm going to keep sitting here while I wrench on this. You might have heard, but when the upheaval happened, all the weapons decayed. I've poured so much energy into trying to fix them, but it's been no use. Decayed? Yeah. Just before the upheaval, gloom began pouring out of the ground. It clung to the weapons, pulsing as if alive. We watched as the weapons rotted to pieces right before our eyes. It was all pretty wild, and I don't understand how it happened. At a time when Hyrule Castle can float, I've given up trying to make sense of most things. Oh, yeah. In case nobody has mentioned yet, you're welcome to the weapons over there. Thank you. Well, they probably won't be much use to you, since they're, you guessed it, decayed. Yeah, the Traveler Sword and the Bogo Reaper. You're gonna be last, just because you have an actual thing for me to do. Excuse me. Today, in the Lucky Clover Gazette, mysterious shrines appear all over the world overnight. Shrines appear everywhere due to the shifts caused by the upheaval. With Purah as their leader, the Zonai survey team begins thorough investigations the world over. Guess this paper is a little old. We've been around for a while, huh? There we go. A little poster of Zelda and I. Remnants from the Zonai civilization have started popping up all over. This calls for the Zonai survey team. Well, it should call for that, but instead they've got me hanging out here until further notice. I even spent loads of hours memorizing everything in the Zonai survey team book over there. Guess the best thing to do now is to stay on top of the news in each region, so I'm even more prepared for when the call comes. Freezing temperatures bring feathery shivers to Rito. The Rito are all over the newspaper lately. They live out in the Hebra region, if I recall. It's in the snowfields of northwest Hyrule. Some surveyors grouse about going there because of how cold it is. When all they need to do is bring proper gear and supplies for cold resistance and go to the Rito and Inn to sleep on a luxurious fluffy down bed. I know it's important to be on standby here, but I wish they'd send me out on a survey already. It's the same Hyrule script, and yet it's so different from our modern language. I still have a lot to learn. Don't tell me. Based on your stature, physique, and distinctive right arm, you must be Link. Am I right? Pura has told me so much about you. Really, Wordsworth? Interesting. No. I'm Wordsworth. My research specialty is ancient Hyrulean. And by ancient Hyrulean, I don't mean the text found in the Ring Ruins, but something different. The Ring Ruins? It's what we call the language used at the time of Hyrule's founding. Our modern language is built on that foundation. These books here are written in that ancient tongue. They'd look like gibberish to your average Hyrulean. Are you curious about ancient Hyrulean? I don't have anything to show you as things stand now. But I'm sure you'll someday have results posted and ready for all to see at the lab in Kakariko Village. There's a lab in Kakariko Village now? Interesting. Where would they have put that? That must... well, I mean, geography's completely changed, so I guess we'll see. Read the Zonai Survey Team's 3 big ideas? Sure. Let's read about surveying shrines. The mysterious ruins that appeared due to the upheaval, with strange dome-like protrusions. We're calling them shrines. They are believed to be from the Zonai civilization, but exact details regarding these shrines are unknown. When observing shrines as well as fallen ruins, take note of their shape, the sky above, and the surrounding environment. Huh. We'll have to do a double check of some of the ones we've already been at. What about surveying chasms? Large holes appeared all over the world after the upheaval. They release gloom and are known as chasms. Gloom is physically harmful to people. Direct contact should be avoided. If the effects of gloom are making you feel ill, evacuate from the chasm immediately. Before entering any chasm, be sure to ask permission from Josha, the leader of the chasm surveys. And what is our team's purpose? We of the Zonai Survey Team were founded and tasked by Princess Zelda to study ruins and ancient documents. Through the lens of archaeological understanding, it is her hope that we will uncover the deep history of Hyrule. Due to the upheaval, many ruins from the Zonai civilization came crashing down from the sky. We have known very little of the Zonai, but we may now have evidence that their culture once flourished in the sky above. Our chief executive is Tauro, the first individual in the world to find a clue to deciphering Zonai scripts. Our current surveys are wholly focused on learning more about the Zonai civilization. Research results are shared out to specialists at the base in Kakariko Village. Lots of stuff going on in Kakariko Village. Alright. Speaking of, look at the dust. Hey, I know that face. And any face I know is the face of a friend. Please, Link, help yourself to anything in this shelter. It's all yours to use as you see fit. But don't you dare go making a mess of this place and kicking up dust. I spend so much time cleaning in here, and there's still endless amounts of dust. Where does all this dust even come from, anyway? And thank you, Jaren, for your service. Oh, hey.
Ah.
So you're Link, huh? Some of the soldiers were just telling me. As a simple man from Lurelin, I'm a little starstruck. We don't see a lot of celebrities back home. Lurelin, the fishing village?
Oh.
Lurelin Village. It's a, it's a fishing town in East Nakluda, far to the southeast. It used to be a popular resort thanks to its sandy white beaches and gorgeous views of the sparkling sea. Then we got attacked by pirates. Now no one's living there, let alone running the shops. We're gonna have to fix that. And I mean that in an aggressive way, not a, like, another task for us to do. But listen to me getting all gloomy. There's an upside. If not for the pirates, my wife and I wouldn't have come here. I should just shut my trap and enjoy the charms of Lookout Landing. Really am grateful they took us in and let us run our business here. I mean, that is nice. But we'll still get your home back in order here.
Oh.
Hey, are you new here? You may scoff, but I know a fresh face when I see one. I can say that because I'm a newcomer. I can say that because I'm a newcomer too. My name's Bermano, and they put me in charge of cooking for some reason. I want to say something fancy like, for today's menu, we have a fruit and mushroom mix that'll rev you right up. Yeah. I was really looking forward to saying that, but I'm plumb out of apples. If I don't have my most important ingredient, say goodbye to rich, full flavor. My nose is detecting an aroma. A sweet, tangy, pleasant aroma. Could it be? Do you have an apple? Interesting. So they now recognize if you can immediately fulfill the quest, they just shoot straight through to it. Instead of you having to pretend you don't have it and then immediately talking to them again and finishing it. But yeah, take this apple. Wow, you're really generous. I'm giving you first crack at some grub. Hold on a sec. I'm calling it Bermano's Special Fruit and Mushroom Mix. Looks tasty, doesn't it? Fruit and mushroom mix. This dish contrasts the sweetness of fruit with the savoriness of mushrooms. I like to make it a big deal. I like to make a big deal out of it, but anyone can make it. All you need is an apple, a mushroom, and a pot. You should try making some. Today's menu side quest complete. Okay. I don't... Well... I guess... I guess the, Traveler Sword would be a better fusion. Although, how much is the... Oh, the Boko Reaper is actually better than the Bat. Oh, interesting. Oh, but that's already a fused item, right? That's why. Give me the... Actually... Oh, right, it's not a Boko Bat, it's Sturdy Thick Stick. Which makes sense now that you stick all the Bokoblin bits onto weapons and they become Boko weapons. Okay. Yeah, we'll use the Traveler Sword as the base and then put the Sturdy Thick Stick on the end of it. Just so we can swing it like a short sword rather than a two-handed weapon. Which I don't know which is gonna end up being better in the end. But, oh. And before we go climbing some dumb ladders. There we go. I don't know which is faster, to be honest. I'm sure Ascend it probably is faster, but hard to say without giving it a shot. Okay. To the well. Let's see what we got down here. The Lookout Landing well. Oh. Okay. Let's hope the... unless I have a rock... Oh, I do have a rock hammer. Perfect. What do we have lurking down here? Is there going to be another booble frog? Oh, no. Oh, perfect. And then I can... Oh, wow. It's directly below the shelter. Nice. Another little hint to keep... To have you find the place. Royal Claymore. A large sword, now decayed, issued to the royal family's guard. It's tuned for skilled users and yields a powerful flurry rush during a perfect dodge. Okay, so the entire royal weapon set has increased damage for flurry rush rather than just the royal broadsword. Okay. Man. That... It only does 14 damage now, which, like, the base damage that it did in Breath of the Wild was 52. So that's a huge drop off. But I mean, 14's still better than most of what I've been picking up anyways, so... I guess we'll drop the board guster for now. I don't know. It's so hard to make these kind of calls. Oh, also, what am I doing? We'll just we'll just go back up. Ooh. There we go. Later. Okay. Yeah. We'll go talk to Purah and Josha at the Lookout Landing Skyview Tower. Or just Purah. Josha might be up top. If I put this here, then that goes there. No, that's not quite it. That should do it. Hey, Link. You all set? I just wrapped up here myself. The travel point is working fine now. Or it will be, once you do your part.
Hey!
Ready, Josha? Pull the switch.
Hey!
Okay. Ah. Hmm. Huh.
Oh.
All the Skyview towers have now been activated.
Yeah.
Okay, Link, your turn.
Mhm.
Go hold the Pura pad, over the terminal. Okay. Oh, whoops. After you told Purr that Princess Zelda vanished into light at Hyrule Castle, she asked you to redirect your search into the regions of Hyrule where the upheaval is also wreaking havoc. Purr wants to mark those spots on your map, but first you'll need some map data. Hold the Purr pad near the Skyview Tower's terminal to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, Link, your turn.
Ah.
Go hold the Purr pad over that terminal. Cha-ching! Whoa. Fire off another flare? No?
Huh.
Oh, right. The Skyview Tower is now active on your map. That means you can now use this travel point to get here at any time instantly. The same is true for every Skyview Tower you add to your Purapad. Impressive, right?
Mhm.
The Skyview Towers are more than just traveling quickly. The primary function is to survey the area, or more simply put, to make a map. The Purapad works with the Skyview Tower and scans the topography directly onto the map.
Uh-huh.
Pretty great, hmm?
Hmm.
Only thing is, you need a paraglider when you're scanning. It takes a lot of skill, and nobody here had what it takes. To be honest, that's why we haven't tested it out yet. We needed you. Which brings us to this. Yeah! The paraglider. This item, given to you by Pura, lets you ride the wind and glide through the sky. Press X in midair to activate it.
Ah.
Right. It's showtime. Let's start with a test scan.
Mhm.
Now, it's time for our very first test launch. I mean, our first test. Just step over there into the circle and find me afterward, alright?
Huh.
I'll be observing from the research lab.
Yeah.
When the test scan is over, we'll have a final briefing on the research for Princess Zelda. And I'll also need to update your map with the places where the upheaval has wreaked the most havoc. Best of luck! Alright. I see what the construction of this tower is now. Rather than having to climb it. Oh. Well, that's not what I was expecting. Whoa there. Oh. Huh. This is what I was expecting. That's a lot higher than I was anticipating. That's awesome. They've, they found a way to, like, make it be satellite imaging. Surface map updated. Ooh. Sky map updated. Oh, and the cable's gone. You've discovered that a Skyview tower will launch you high into the sky, where you'll also scan the nearby terrain from the air. The map data is added to your Purapad. Pura wanted to give you some potential destinations to investigate. Report back to her at the research lab in Lookout Landing. There's a lot more lakes. That's another tower. Ooh. There's like a Zonai looking thing over there. Central Hyrule Sky Archipelago. Okay. And this would also be... Do I need to take this to someone, or can I just... Yeah, it looks like I'm going to need to find someone to apply that. Or it's just because I was gliding. Yeah, no. Alright. Welcome back. That was some good gliding up there, Link. I expected nothing less. So how did it go? Did you get a proper map scan? Good. That map is crucial to our search. There's Skyview towers in every region in the world. You'll want to make a point of visiting them all.
Yes.
Right. Let's talk about the upheaval. It's affected more than just the castle. Reports of other strange phenomena have been coming in from all over Hyrule. Let's take a look at your map. The first report comes from the Hebra to the northwest. Next up is Eldin to the northeast. The Gerudo are reporting trouble in the southwest. And finally, there's Lanayru to the east. The strange phenomena are concentrated in these 4 regions. I can't say for certain, but I got the nagging suspicion that we might find out more about Princess Zelda by looking into these phenomena. Hey, Doc. I don't know if this is helpful, but I heard something weird the other day. It was about someone who might have seen Princess Zelda at Rito Village over in Hebra recently. That is pretty weird. Yeah. Generally speaking, I don't put much stock in hearsay. But this does sound like it's worth looking into. Oh, and before I forget, Link, we've asked the Lucky Clover Gazette to help us in the search for Princess Zelda. There's nobody who knows more about the goings-on in Hyrule than them. You can find them near the entrance to Rito Village. If you do go there, you should speak with the editor. I'm sure she could help you out in some way too. I'll be here, directing a variety of investigations into the upheaval's many chasms and new ruins. I'll also be looking into the different villages. Someone, somewhere, might know what's happened to the princess.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you to check out the major phenomena that are troubling regions around Hyrule, Link. We'll find Princess Zelda, one way or another. Gotta find goggles, excuse me, what? Sorry, I can't talk now. There's something I gotta discuss with Goggles right away about our research into the chasms. Let's talk later. Okay. Crisis at Hyrule Castle. Where Princess Zelda is... My brain didn't want to read that the way that it's supposed to be read. Where Princess Zelda is remains a mystery. Purr said you might learn more by looking into the major phenomena that are troubling some regions. She's marked them on your map. Hyrule Castle remains strangely in the sky, though you saw someone who looked like the Princess leave it, vanishing into light. And regional phenomena. Purr has directed your search for Princess Zelda into 4 regions that each suffer under a strange phenomenon. Ibra, northwest, Eldin, northeast, Gerudo, southwest, and Lanayru, east. Josha heard a rumor that the princess might have been seen in Rito village in Hebra. Oop. I'll leave that active, but I think. Oh, all of the quests are there. It just allows you to jump when you have a lot more. We might finally be at the point where we're just kind of open to scout around. And I did not get any new things for the biographies. Okay. Oh, I can take that diamond off now. I must have put that sword there as the marker for the cave. Okay. That. Doesn't bode well. Hmm. Okay. Oh, hey, hello, Arito. What's up? Who are you? Oh, and they even added more types of birds for the Rito race. That's great.
Oh.
Well, look at this. You're the one I saw flying around in the sky. It was great to meet the first one to ever be launched from the Skyview Tower. A real historic moment. Hey, what's your name? Link, you say? Hold on there. Really, your name is Link? Hey, buddy. You got the same name as that famous swordsman. Heh, good for you. Pretty big name to live up to, though.
Ah.
I'm Penn, by the way. I work for the Lucky Clover Gazette. I'm writing an article about this event, so folks everywhere will know about the Skyview Towers being activated. I better get to work. Our newspaper is short on staff, so I've had to flap all over the place to cover the news. Hey, I could use another reporter. You should join us. Seem like a brave type and all. That's what it takes.
Oh.
Our newspaper is based in Hebra, to the northwest. You'll find it near the bridge that leads to Rito Village. Stop by if you're up for the adventure of a lifetime. In the newspaper biz. Until then,
Sapow!
so long! Another iconic Rito personality. Pen, huh? Come on, please.
Ah, what a fine afternoon. Hey, you. Is it true you've got the Purapad? Purra and I worked together on the design, but I'm the one who put it together, you know. We should have called it the Robbie Pad, technically speaking.
Come on, Goggles. Are you even listening to me?
Oh, yes. Sorry, you were saying?
I was saying that I want to go investigate the depths. Look, if you're not going to listen to me, I'll go and jump into a chasm myself.
No way. No how. You can't do that. The depths are far too vast for you to explore on your own, and we've only barely begun to look into them. I'd love to go gallivanting around down there, too. Who knows what wonders are at the bottom of those chasms? But no matter how wondrous they may be, it's far too dangerous for you. I'm not about to allow our young prodigy to go wandering around somewhere so unknown, so foul. If anything were to happen to Poor's favorite student, it'd be the end for me. The end.
But I need more on that figure. If we have more info on it, then it should help us better understand the depths. What figure? Oh, the Poe figure back there. Oh, swordsman. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation. Josha, head of depths research.
Yeah.
Let me get you up to speed. Our survey team brought back some artifacts from a journey into the depths. One of them caught my eye. Oh, no, not the thing screaming Poe. This piece of slate. Specifically, the image depicted on it. See that figure standing on two legs with one arm raised up? Well, I have a theory. I think it could be evidence that a mysterious people once lived in the depths. That's why I want to go down there. So I can see if there are any more depictions like this one. I want to see for myself. But Goggles here says it's too dangerous. He won't let me go.
Georgia, come on now. Tell you what, I'll go down there myself and see if I can't find anything about the figure on that slate. And Link will join me. We'll start by looking for anything down there that resembles the figure on the slate. Assuming we can find what we're looking for, we'll use your Purapad's camera to take a picture of it for Josha. A perfect plan.
The camera?
You don't know about the camera? It's one of the Purapad's basic features. With the camera, you can capture nearby scenery as an image, one that's stored in your pad there. Sounds like you still have more to learn about the Purapad. Well then, I'll teach you how to take pictures. Once we're done down there, anyway. There will be lots of monsters in the depths, though, so I'll be counting on you to keep me safe. Let's see. I guess we should enter through the chasm to the south of Lookout Landing. I'll go on ahead. Once you're ready and raring to go, come find me there. Ta-da!
What?
Wait, hang on. Looks like he's gone. I'm sorry I'm sorry you got roped into all of this, swordsman. Goggles means well, but when he wants to help me, he leaps before he looks.
Yeah.
But here, maybe this will help you out, at least. 10 bright bloom seeds. Alright. Oh, and take this too. 5 arrows. Hey. The chasm's pretty deep, so light from the surface doesn't make it down there. It's pitch black. But if you attach a bright bloom seed to an arrow and shoot it, it'll light up the area. Definitely a useful trick down there. Okay, you want to head straight out of Lookout Landing's southern gate. You'll find the chasm Goggles is used just outside. I don't know too much about how your camera works, but I'm counting on you to bring me that picture. Oh, and please look after Goggles for me. Camera work in the depths. And Josha's profile has been added. a young scientist whose genius earned her the role of heading up Depth's research. Josha finds it thrilling to be working with Purah, and though she helps with various investigations into Princess Zelda's disappearance, she's glad to focus her time on the Depths. Okay. I'm half curious if anyone else gained a a new side quest for me after I unlocked all of that map information, but let's head for that chasm. It's a little more interesting to me than running off to Hebra. Oh. All lit up now. Were they lit up before? I don't know. I don't think they were. But yeah, that'll also be something worth doing as soon as possible, is going to each of those towers. Oh. I could also just warp over there. But I kind of want to look through this forest for some supplies. Also, switch back to Ultra Hand. Just in case. Got some apples. Ooh. Golden apple. A rare, very sweet fruit that seems to have an extra sparkle to it. Sometimes found near normal apples. I guess it just is a slightly better apple, huh? Instead of a half heart, it's 1.5 uncooked. Huh. Okay. Not too fast. Oh. There's a lizard under that. Sure. That's dangerous. Ooh, yeah, 21. Getting up there. I want to start seeing. I don't know. We're barely into the game, but I want to start seeing 30s as my default amount of damage. But it'll probably be quite a while before that happens. Alright. Little pinwheel for the Koroks. Oh. Oh, there is a fifth one? Oh. There we go. Found him. Them. Alright. Goodbye to those 5 arrows just for 1 Korok seed. Cool. So many lizards just in these trees. I want to try and time my flurry rush on these trees just in case it becomes a problem in the future. There it is. All right. Oop. No. Let's not use my utility. Okay. There we go. Bokoblin arm does 20 damage. A skeletal arm that keeps moving even after it's severed from its body. It's kind of gross to strap it to your back, but it'll do in a pinch. It's old and fragile, so it's quick to break. But it does do a lot of damage. So I'm very tempted. Yeah. I know it'll break quickly, but now I have a weapon with 40 damage. It might only last a couple hits, but if I come across a tougher enemy and don't want to risk being taken down by it, then that'll be the method. Oh, is that the one I'm going to? That is the one I'm going to. Okay. Alright. Grab a couple more apples here, and then we'll get over there. Ooh. Hylian pinecone. Grows on trees found all over Hyrule. It contains oil and burns well. Throw it into a fire to increase the intensity of the flame. Huh. That's gonna be an interesting mechanic to have to learn what it's for. I can finally do this. Yeah. Oh, it feels so good being able to paraglide. Also, there's a camp right over here. Oh, is that the monster control crew? Oh, those are wild horses. Oh. Taking out monsters south of here by the Hyrule Garrison Ruins. Captain Hall's Monster Control Crew, Squad 1. That is also something I want to do. Let's go help them. Hyrule Garrison Ruins, huh? I've been there. At some point. Hello. Hey there. You're a bit late, hmm? Oh. You're not a member of the Monster Control Crew. Sorry. We just formed, so I'm not overly familiar with everyone's faces. As we speak, Squad 1 of the Monster Control Crew, led by Halls, is carrying out a mission nearby. If you go south on that road, you can see them in action. They're assaulting a monster stronghold. Oh. I'm just here for logistical support, tending to the horses, making elixirs. Come to think of it, I did make some extra elixir. Why don't you take some? Might come in handy during your travels. A sneaky elixir. Grants a low-level stealth effect, which calms the nerves and silences footfalls. Allows you to move about undetected by monsters and animals. Slightly. For 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Nice. Candidly, I'm a little worried about this mission. The new members didn't get much in the way of training. I wish someone with experience fighting monsters was there to help out. Alright. Break my arm. Twist my arm. Break my leg.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm a little preoccupied to deal with travelers right now. That's what you are, right? A traveler? It isn't safe here. Captain Haas's squad of the monster control crew is going to engage in monsters around here soon. Engage with monsters. I bet you by now they're already locked in combat with the monsters at that lair to the south. I'm not going to stop you if you want to go watch the sparks fly, but at least take some precautions first. A little notebook here. Link makes ready use. What? Link makes ready use of the jump slash, leaping into the air and swinging his weapon down with a practiced ease. All crew members should be diligent in their daily training and aspire toward that level of mastery. Captain Hawes. The jump slash. Press the attack button in midair. It's always funny when you teach someone something, or, protagonist teaches someone something, has amnesia, quote unquote, and has to relearn it from the person they taught it to. There, horse. Just, ooh. Come on. We're gonna... Oh! There's Haas. No. Listen to me. Here we go. Trying to catch up to Haas. Amada. Not now.
Hi.
Link! Hello! The last time we met was at Hyrule Castle, if I remember right. I'm Haas, captain of Squad 1 of the Monster Control Crew. After our search for Princess Zelda at Hyrule Castle, I returned to my monster fighting duties. At the moment, we're closing in on a monster stronghold up ahead. Once we approach their base, we'll wait for the right opportunity and then launch our attack. I apologize if I'm being presumptuous, but running into you here feels like fate. I must say, nothing would be more encouraging than to have you, Hyrule's best swordsman, assist us.
Oh.
If we work together, I'm sure we could bring peace back to this land. Side adventure. Not a side quest, a side adventure. We have main quests, side adventures, and side quests so far. Come on.
Hey.
There we go. There's a moblin there. Oh, they have like the okay, the book the bokoblins stab with their heads now, and also it like we're taking down bases, not just attacking a bunch of monsters. That's great. I am super into this, and I was not at all prepared. Oh no. Let's try that again. Oh, and the flurry rush. Where's the last one? There you are. Victory is ours!
Bravo, everyone!
Hi.
Link, I'm so grateful for everything you did for us. If you don't mind, could you come here for a moment?
Oh.
Just incredible. No monster is a match for you, eh, Link?
Oh.
Come to think of it, Link, I was told that you wield a special sword. One more magnificent than all the others. I don't mean to be rude, but your weapon doesn't seem all that different from ours. The one I heard about reveals its true power when wielded by someone worthy. Could that be it? Well, I'll be the first to admit when there's a gap in my knowledge. I'm so sorry. I nearly forgot something very important.
A silver rupee. 100 rupees. Its dazzling silver light reflects your beaming smile.
It's part of our bounty given to the Monster Control crew, so please don't hesitate to accept it.
Ooh.
We plan to head southeast after this, to Fort Hatano in Nucluda. I hope I get the chance to fight beside you again.
Hey.
May you fight with the goddess Hylia's divine protection, brave swordsman.
Bring peace to Hyrule Fields complete. That's great. Time to scoop up all the monster bits. Like a blue bokoblin horn. A two-pronged horn with sharp edges and tips. Attach it to a weapon to moderately increase its attack power, or brew it into an elixir. Sturdy wooden stick. A stick made out of hard tree branches. The tree soaked up lots of sunshine, so it's sturdier than a regular stick and has high durability. Gotcha. Bokoblin guts. A rare material obtained by defeating a bokoblin. It convulses on its own every now and then, which is really creepy. But perhaps it has a use. I don't think there's any weapons worth picking up right now, but Moblin Horn, a hard horn that resulted from a skull mutation. Attach it to a weapon to increase its attack power, or cook it with a critter to make an elixir. Okay. Yeah, still not enough slots for weapons. Okay. Can't even take that shield without dropping something. We'll drop this other rusty shield. Or... Oh, right, I have to, there we go. Double shield. that's probably a waste, but there's not much of a way for me to find out at the moment. Couple arrows there. That was really fun. I'm glad they added something like that into the game. But, ooh. I will find out what your deal is, Caravan, next time, because I think I should probably take a break here. Just go ahead and make my save. Well, hey, thanks again for spending some time with me. Hope we can do it again soon. Take it easy.